so invested in the mental health tasks, we haven't tested out an actual product since the Shakti mat in November 22.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's a long time to not do a product. We've been doing a lot of the mental stuff, which you've loved. Be honest, you've loved it.
I have loved it.
Right, so let's get on with it and let's test out our first product of 2023. Get ready to buff as we are trialling out home microdermabrasion. I'm Nicole Goodman.
And I'm Laura Mishcon, and this is Self-Care Club. For those of you who don't know, microdermabrasion is just a fancy word for buffing the skin. That's it. That's all it is. Buffing.
Wow, they've made a whole song and dance about that then, haven't they?
Sounds so scientific.
Where do they come up with microdermabrasion then if it's just... That can't be right. It's just buffing.
Maybe if they called it buffing, you wouldn't feel like, oh, yes, I must go and buy a product or get that done.
Why do you turn posh?
I don't know, because microdermabrasion sounds very grand. Whereas buffing just sounds like something you do on Love Island.
Well, it also sounds like something to do with your nails.
Yeah, it was like, well,
because you buff your nails.
It's the same concept.
We're just filing your skin.
Basically, yes.
Okay.
It's a non-invasive and painless exfoliating treatment.
You don't exfoliate your nails.
Well, when you buff them, you do. Buff away the top layer of dead skin cells.
That's
buffing. Same thing. But the added bit with the microdermabrasion is you've got gentle suction going on as well, and that removes debris, oil and impurities.
I bet you didn't know this, the first microdermabrasion machine was invented in Italy in 1985 by two doctors, Mattioli and Brutto.
Oh, they sound like Strictly judges.
They do sound like Strictly judges. They rose to popularity through the 1990s and became commonplace in skin clinics throughout the early 2000s. But the concept of abrasing the skin or removing the upper layers for skin rejuvenation dates back all the way to the 1500 BC when Egyptian physicians used a type of sandpaper to smooth scars.
Ooh.
I wouldn't want to put sandpaper on my skin.
Well, they didn't have bio oil then for scars, did they?
But I love bio oil.
Do you?
I use bio oil. Do you know, I use bio oil. We use bio oil in our household all the time. It's like having...
Sudocreme.
I was going to say Savlon in the house. It's as handy as that.
It is handy.
Because I'm always, just put... Bio oil basically sorts out everything.
It's a cure-all product.
We could end this podcast now just by using
use bio oil.
Bio oil does everything. Did you use it when you were pregnant?
Of course.
Yeah.
Every day.
Yeah. Have you got stretch marks?
I've got a very, very faint ones on the side, but I think they were there before from like when I grew. I don't think they were there from pregnancy.
Right.
I never got those tiger tummy stripes.
I've got a couple.
Yeah, but you know what they are? They're special.
Yeah, I don't mind them at all.
They're very special.
But bio oil didn't get rid of it, is what I'm saying.
Well, microdermabrasion.
Back to that.
Yeah. It works by triggering the skin to act as though it's wounded and start repairing itself. The repair process encourages the skin to become thicker, softer, elasticated, and eventually looks healthier.
It combines two methods of facial rejuvenation: mechanical exfoliation and vacuum suction. Diamond particles on the wand tip gently exfoliate and polish away dead skin, and they are replaced with newer, healthier cells, giving the skin a fresh look and an evening out skin tone, while the vacuum suction drains away toxins, improves blood flow and stimulates collagen production. By helping the blood and lymph circulatory system, when we improve blood circulation, it brings fresh nutrients to the surface of the skin.
Immediately after the treatment, you'll notice a fresh new layer of skin is revealed, which is softer, smoother, and ready to absorb serums and creams 9 times better than before.
And if they worked, it would be even better.
Wouldn't it just?
Yeah.
Are you a believer in an eye cream? You know, you either are a believer or a non-believer in eye creams.
Oh, is it very binary?
It's completely binary. Even with beauty editors and people who are the top of the skincare game, they're either really into them or they just say, no, utterly useless product.
How can they not work? Why would they not work? The thing is that you're never going to know whether these creams actually work. There's no test because there's no test because you're not going to risk it and not use a moisturiser, are you?
But would you use a separate eye cream?
Well, it depends. Often we get gifted stuff like this, don't we? And often we've been gifted eye creams and then I use it. I wouldn't buy one.
Same.
Twinsies.
Twinsies on the eye wrinkles.
I don't have eye wrinkles at the moment because I've just had my Botox done.
I don't have eye wrinkles because I'm naturally genetically blessed. I don't have eye wrinkles.
You do have some.
Where? Oh my God, where? Do I?
You do
Where?
smile. Yeah, you do. There. But that's fine.
Oh, that's terrible.
It's not terrible. You're 45. You're supposed to
I
have...
am?
You're supposed to have wrinkles, she says, having
She
injected
says
herself.
injecting shit in her face.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have I got eye wrinkles?
Smile. Yes. Yeah. But otherwise you wouldn't be able to close your eyes. Like you've got to have a crease.
Yeah. A crease and a wrinkle are different. I did have loads of wrinkles here, but they've all gone now.
You never had any wrinkles anywhere. They're imaginary.
They're not imaginary.
You've got no wrinkles.
I don't, because I deal with them. Okay. That's why I don't have wrinkles. She thinks it's imaginary. It's called Botox. It's not imaginary.
I'm just going to see what age and gravity does to this. I mean, it will be as it will be. Just going to allow Mother Nature to take her course. And if I'm blessed with a nice life, it'll be fine.
You are blessed with a nice life, but I am also blessed with a nice life, and there is no way I'm letting Mother Nature do her thing. No fucking way.
Well, let's see if the microdermabrasion helps. It has other benefits.
It does, actually. It's got numerous ones.
Come
it
on.
unclogs pores.
Yep.
Did you know that?
Yep.
It reduces visible pore size.
Yep.
It smooths fine lines and wrinkles.
Well, there you go. No need for Botox.
It evens pigmentation and sunspots.
Yes.
It gives you clearer, smoother skin. Mm-hmm. It corrects uneven skin tone.
Yes.
I mean, do I need to go on?
Yes, you do.
Oh, it improves overall skin texture and tone, helps with oily, congested or combination skin, better collagen production and blood flow, reduction of acne and scarring, brighter, smoother, even toned skin and fewer visible breakouts.
Bloody hell. It's
a lot. It does a lot. This
a-
tiny little thing does a lot,
It really does.
apparently.
So at-home gadgets, they're different from the ones you might have in a salon, but they tend to use diamond tip microdermabrasion. So a diamond encrusted tip attaches to the wand. The tip passes over the skin, exfoliating before being vacuumed away. And there are normally different tips that come with the machine. So ours came with 3 different types of tip.
It did.
Yeah.
Right. So now we know what it is.
Yes.
We're clear on that.
Yep.
How do we go about using it? 3 steps.
Yep.
Cleanse, steam, exfoliate.
Simple.
Done. Do I need to go through them?
Well, yeah.
Really?
I think so.
Cleanse, steam and exfoliate.
Yeah.
Cleanse your skin every day with a mild oil-free cleanser that won't irritate.
Mm-hmm.
Harsh cleansers can make your skin too dry and sensitive for microdermabrasion, so just be aware of that. Then you steam. Steaming primes your skin for exfoliating treatments such as microdermabrasion as it loosens unwanted buildup of dirt and oil ready for removal.
Mm-hmm.
It's important to pat your skin dry after that with a cotton towel before using the microdermabrasion machine to get the best results, and that is when you exfoliate.
Exactly. So in my week, I go through exactly how you use the machine. So I'm not going to go over that
that
now.
sounds really fun.
It is. And then after,
We can't wait.
After you finish, once you've done the treatment, you splash your face with cold water to close the pores. Splash, splash, splash. And then you moisturize thoroughly to hydrate your skin and reduce any of the reddening.
Fabulous.
Right, you can only use this microdermabrasion tool once a week.
Yes.
For 5 minutes.
It's very, very bossy.
Very strict.
Very strict. Very bossy and very strict.
And it is safe for all skin types and tones, but if you've got very inflamed or irritated or extremely sensitive skin, it's probably not the best thing to use. And you need to use it regularly for 6 weeks to give the best results. And did you know this? The handsets can be used on all parts of the face and neck and body, and you can also use it on your chest or your back if you suffer from a back knee.
How are you going to use it on your back though? How
I
are you
was
actually going to
thinking that. And that's a large area to sweep across with a tiny
and also,
head.
or what am I going to get my partner? Like I'm going to ask Adam, oh, can you rub this over my back? I think that's just kills the magic somehow, doesn't it? I mean, look, we've been together for 19 years.
Also, you're 46. The likelihood of you having back knee at your age is highly unlikely.
I don't think it is that unlikely.
Really?
No, I don't have it, but I don't think it is that unlikely.
I don't think it's like a middle-aged issue. Is it?
Right.
Is it?
This is what you do this all the time.
Isn't it for teenagers?
And it drives me nuts. I've got a bone to pick with you.
Oh my
I've
God.
actually got a bone to pick
Come
with you.
on.
I'll tell you why.
Why?
Because when I said to you my daughter's head was itchy,
Yeah.
I mean, we are getting off the point slightly, but when I told you my daughter's head was itchy and I'd tried everything and I said, maybe she's got nits. And you went, she can't have nits. She's too old to have the nits. That is not a thing. You are never too old to have the nits because she did actually have the nits.
Of course, you can then pass it to your parents or even your grandparents. But I mean, like, it doesn't tend to do the rounds amongst adults unless you're living in maybe a prison or a boat. Or maybe if you're on a rocket.
Is nits an issue in prison? I didn't know that.
Lice. It sounds like a prison-y kind of issue, doesn't it?
I think so.
Haven't been to prison.
And a high school kind of issue.
But I thought it was a primary, like, you don't hear, doesn't seem to be in teens.
Well, what I'm saying is you can't be too old for nits. And I don't think you could be too old for back knee.
Okay.
Okay. And you can have skin issues. And this is what I was going to say. This is what you do all the time.
Yeah.
Because if you don't experience it, you
then
think
it doesn't exist.
Yes. Then you think it's not a thing.
That's right. Yeah.
But it is a thing.
If I don't experience it, then it's not a thing in the world.
Do you know who else does that? And it drives me nuts.
Your husband?
Yes.
Oh, what a surprise.
It drives me nuts.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Why did you say and your husband? Because it's actually me and Ollie that are alike, not you and Adam.
Maybe it's all merging into a blur.
I think it is. I spend all my time with either you or Adam.
Same. Not Adam, but my own husband.
In fact,
you or my own husband. I do spend quite a lot of time with Adam because he's often at home.
He is often at home. The thing is, I think I spend more time with you.
Definitely. I've counted the other night.
I've definitely spent more time with you.
I spent the other day, it was a weekday, 3.5 minutes with my own husband in a 24-hour period, and I think 6.5 hours with you.
We just had to have a hug before we started recording today.
Don't talk about our cuddling.
We've had a very chaotic morning.
Yeah, we have.
We've got a lot of different projects being thrown at us from all different places, and we were sort of we were managing all of them this morning. And we felt a bit harassed, didn't we? Not harassed. We felt a bit overwhelmed.
I felt like chaos.
Anyway, should we talk about how the microdermabrasion one is going to help us with that?
Will help us to have lovely skin. Can I just talk about the cost very quickly?
Yes, it's quite a lot.
It is. It's £108, the tool that we were sent.
Well, of course, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
It's expensive. But if you think about how much it costs to get a facial nowadays.
I have no clue. I couldn't even give you ballpark. The last time I had a facial.
Hazard a guess. Well, last time you had a facial, what? Was
like in a hotel spa, and I think it was maybe something like...
And a hotel spa would always be more expensive anyway.
I want to say, like, this is how long ago it was. It was probably about £65, I think. But it wasn't gadgety. It was basically pay a woman to wash your face for a long time. Kind of a facial.
For a long time and rub it.
And lie there thinking, I could wash my face myself and save the 65 quid.
Well, the world of facials has come on somewhat.
So tell me.
And again, I know that because you haven't experienced
because I know it doesn't exist.
It does actually exist.
Tell me.
What am I telling you?
How much are they and what happens in a facial?
Well, there's
nowadays in the modern era.
That is like asking, how do you make a meal?
Really?
Yeah, because then you're like, okay, well, what meal?
Okay,
what do you want to eat? What are your food intolerances?
Ballpark. The range.
Well, you're looking at
100 quid?
Definitely over £100 per facial.
Okay.
Right? For things like hydrofacials and like microdermabrasion facials and like the red light, blue light therapy facials and all of that, there's a lot of equipment.
Have you had these kinds of things?
Of course. And also, you buy courses of facials.
Right.
So, because you can't just you can't just have one. Of course, you can have one facial. It's not illegal to have a facial.
Are you sure? Are there facial police?
So if you have one facial, it's kind of like having one haircut.
And then never having another.
It's like going into the hairdressers with really split hair.
Yeah.
And then having one tiny little trim and thinking that's going to solve the problem. It's not going to. You're probably going to have 3 or 4 different haircuts to get your hair healthy again. Right? It's the same with a facial.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So you need a course of facials. So it's not like you can just go, let's say they're 130 quid.
Yeah.
I would say that's probably roughly what these kinds of facials are now.
Yeah. So then spending £108
But you've got to spend that times 5.
Yeah. So spending £108 on the tool doesn't then actually sound so bad, does it?
So, yes, I'm just putting it in the context of facials.
Okay. So you're getting... in this one, we got 5 different heads that you can exchange. So one's the microdermabrasion, the diamond tip. One is like a plastic one that's quite large and is supposed to help with collagen production.
They all look the same.
Well, no, because the plastic ones
I
don't
had a
have the
tip.
diamond tips.
You're right.
Yeah.
But the other ones look the same.
The other ones look the same. And then
They're
there's
different
there's
sizes.
a little one. Yeah, for like small areas, like around the side of the nose. And you get 30 filters because you have to change the filter in it every 6 to 8 treatments. And then there was a charging cable. So you get all that for your £108.
Anything else?
No, you don't get any like cookies with it or
Comes with a manual.
manual.
Yep.
Ofs.
Which I read.
Did you?
I did.
Interesting.
You have to.
That's a first.
You have to.
That's a first.
Yeah. Well, don't get too excited.